Super fucking excited for this video because the last 2 damn weeks I have been debating what the hell I'm gonna do for my next video, and this is what I've decided. So as you could tell by the title, it's actually gonna be a little bit different today. But first and foremost, welcome back to my channel. My name is Priscilla and thank you for watching today's video. As you can tell by the title, it's gonna be based off of the true facts. I don't even know my own title. That's funny. The truth about starting a YouTube channel. I'm so sorry about that. But I'm just gonna put disclaimers out there. Anything that I say today in this video is not promoted. It is not sponsored. It's only gonna be strictly on personally gone through advice or just things that I just know and I want to share with you guys. And a lot needs to be said. So let's go ahead and get right to it. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about is, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this, but if you had to go back in time and fix this and be like, damn, I should have just started my channel a long time ago, would you have done it? Yes, definitely. Okay, so it has been probably maybe 6 years for me to start one video. And I had barely did my first video like 3 weeks ago. The first topic I'm going to talk about is why start a YouTube channel. I would suggest doing it now because the longer that you wait, I mean, you're just going to sit there and just keep telling yourself that you're going to do it or you're not, or, you know, you have this going on, you have that going on. Trust me, I was there. I was at that time. And I took a little bit longer than I shouldn't have just to do this. I would just debate. And then it would just eventually come into like doubt and like just doubt, insecurity, doubt. And it's like, I don't know how long I just prolonged myself into doing that. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, it was the hardest thing I have ever done. The hardest thing to just sit in front of that camera and just explain and just the things that I love and the things that I buy. The main point of this topic is basically, you don't know how much it took for me to literally stand in front of that camera and just dedicate everything to it. After that first video was posted, I instantly knew right there at that moment, wow, that video gave me so much value as an individual. And I just want to let you guys know is that was the hardest part about it. And if you could forepass that, I swear you can probably do anything. The one thing about us as human beings is not being sure about what we're capable of. And this is like kind of testing the waters, you know. That's exactly what I needed to do. So I knew that was kind of just like my weakness point. You don't know what you're capable of unless you actually start and do it. When you decide to start a YouTube channel or when you decide to make that big move, I'm going to tell you right now, go with your instinct. Do not deny it. Do not put that in void. It's probably gonna be the best decision of your life, because I remember the very first YouTuber I ever saw, and she's amazing. Like, she's still amazing. Her name is Nicole Guerrero. She's basically a public figure. She's a makeup artist, a makeup enthusiast, and she's just amazing as a person. I looked up to her so much, and I remember on one of her videos, she said, being a YouTuber, starting my first video and on, was the best decision of my life. I never really believed in that fact, you know. So, and I'm gonna be upfront with you guys, because everything that I say here right now at this point, I'm not gonna bullcrap anything. After my second video, I actually learned that it gets easier and easier. And I remember I would always look back and be like, damn, like if I did this, what kind of topics would people like? Like what are people interested in? How many videos am I gonna come up with that, you know, are going to interest people? And that's the main point. My first thought was, you know, when I start this YouTube channel, like, how am I going to keep coming up with all these videos? Like, what if they get bored, or, you know, and that's what I'm saying. It's all doubt. But once you start it, you don't even think about it no more. Knowing your pros and cons. This was actually the biggest debate that I wanted to talk about, because I was like, man, if we're thinking long term, what are the pros and what are the cons? So the pros, mine's definitely progressed. When you start your YouTube video, that one YouTube video that you put up that's gonna be the big hit, that's gonna literally draw people to that video, all you just need is one video. So that one video, once it hits, it's like, dude, boom, like your whole life changes. Personally, this is what you're gonna get out of it. Networking, your social skills are gonna get better, your knowledge, and you're gonna learn throughout the whole experience. Your mind's gonna change, definitely. You know, your mind's gonna change the more that you just put video by video by video by video, because you're gonna come across so many people. Your mind is just gonna be so open that you're just gonna want to start traveling. You're just gonna want to start doing vlogs. You're gonna want to start, the whole 9 yards, basically, just to get where you're gonna want to go. You know, and that should be every YouTuber's, you know, mindset, because this is the whole point of it. It's all about networking and connecting with people, and it's about empowering. So that's going to be another awesome reason why you should start your YouTube channel. Now, so the cons would be dislikes, criticism, and fallbacks. So there's going to be many people out there that are going to dislike you. No matter what level you're on, just do not fall on the level that they're on. Be the more mature person. Be the person that's going to empower other people, that's going to motivate other people, and you're going to want people to be on your level. So what I mean is by fallbacks is kind of like, try not to be slacking. So you're on a good roll with, you know, maybe posting 3 times a week or like 2 times a week. And once you do that, it's just kind of like breaking the devotion that you have and the relationship that you have with your audience and, you know, your channel, right? So let's just say that. And then also criticism. I have gone through so many YouTube channels, and I have gone through so many comments, and I have gone through so many Instagrams where people are just gonna, it's just normal. People are just gonna say things that they don't like. People are just gonna hate it. You know, it's everywhere. Everyone's gonna, you're either gonna be liked or you're not. I mean, even at my 9-to-5 job where I work full time, there's people that freaking hate me and they can't stand me. I don't know if it's my personality. I don't know if it's because I'm loud. I don't know. It could be honestly anything. And I honestly don't even care, because I'm just there to work and come back home and live my life. They're not paying our bills. So you get the point. So, I mean, if they love you, we still all have more lovers than haters. So it doesn't really matter anyway. Oh, also too, when you put up your YouTube videos, what I usually do is I usually go back to my YouTube, like my old videos, and I just write down and just take notes of what things that I could have done better. Time management. That is actually a really important thing to know, because the one thing that I didn't know about coming onto the YouTube world was that time is hella important when it comes to YouTube, because it literally feels like another full-time job when it's only just, it seems like it's part-time. No, you gotta think about editing. You have to think about, you know, knowing your niche. You have to think about topics, content, your audiences, what other people like, what other people are interested in, the music that you're going to be putting in your videos, things that are just going to draw everybody else's attention to your channel. So, and that's why I'm saying it's all investment. It's like basically working your own like job on your own, you know. If you really are serious about doing a YouTube channel, I would say try to put in as much time as you can, you know, because the outcome is a lot greater. Always just remember time management. Don't stress yourself out. Just relax and just, you'll figure it out, you know. Things come in place. Like I said, once you start that first video, things will fall into place, and I promise you that. If, let's say, you were slacking on, like for an example, like social skills, like maybe you just stutter a lot when you talk to people, or you're just nervous when you talk to other people, that will come as you talk, you know. It'll come as you keep doing videos and videos and videos. You're training yourself to do something that you haven't done and that you're not used to. So the one thing that I personally noticed on my other videos was that I would say a lot, and I know I do catch myself saying still. So it's, I don't know why I say it so much. I I honestly don't know why. Like, that has actually been a thing for me. Like, even in school, I would do presentations and I would be like, yeah, the whale, you know, he only swims 2 feet. Like, I don't know. It's just last topic, and this one is going to be called strategy. So it's going to be all about strategy. What I mean by strategy is basically think of that one strong support system that you have. What is it that you're thinking about long term? So when you start your YouTube channel, what is it that's going to keep you going? What is that one thing that's going to keep you motivated to keep posting and posting and posting, and just, you know, that doesn't, like I said, that just doesn't break that, you know, that trail that you already have going on, you know, and it's pretty strong. It's going strong, you know. You're going to have your weaknesses and you're going to have your strengths. So, like, let's say if the hardest thing for you was, you know, maybe like taking criticism. Let's say if you just passed that already, then it's going to come a little easier for you. So strategy is keep thinking about that one thing that's going to keep you posting. So, like, for me, it would be my daughter. I mean, I just think of her and I think of, man, like, I'm thinking full term, you know. I'm thinking long term here, and I'm thinking what is the outcome that I'm going to get after, you know, being a successful YouTuber. And that's the kind of mindset that you want to have, because when you start these things, it's kind of like you're gonna leave off that way. I have seen and come across YouTube videos where, like, I would go through people's channels, and this was just during the time where I was just kind of like getting information off of, like, you know, like other advice that other people had, or like, you know, like just things that they have gone through, their experiences. I was looking at other like channels, and I would notice like people would like, they would post for like a whole year and then they won't post no more. Like, they had all these subscribers, but like their last video would be like a year ago. And I, like, let's say like their last video was in 2017, but it's 2019, but they had all these subscribers, all these likes, like, and they had something going, and I'm like, what happened there, you know? Like, well, I wonder, see, that's what you need to figure out, you know? Like, I don't know if it's like school, like, is it your job? Is it your kids? Is it, you know, it could be honestly anything, etc., etc. I really don't know, but it's just, that's the kind of things that you need to think of when you start your YouTube channel, is consistency. Okay, why did this person stop posting? Maybe it was something personal, maybe it wasn't. I really don't know, but that's one thing that I just had in mind that I wanted to bring out and share with you guys, is if you're pretty serious about doing this, I would just say go the whole 9 yards. Being a YouTuber is that there's no level of maturity. There's no level of starting. There's no time of starting. It just depends really on you. And it just depends really how you use it. So when I came into the YouTube world, no one ever told me how these things were going to be. It just, you just end up finding out on your own. You end up learning on your own. You know, like I said, it just comes a lot. There's a lot to it. You have to learn how to do disclaimers. You have to learn how to just put music and just writing the labels with it. It's just little things like that, and you're going to learn when it just comes to pass, you know? So I wouldn't be a little bit too worried about it. I would just say just kind of do it. So you know, it's a lot easier saying than actually doing it. But I was one of those people, you guys, where I would just sit there and just think about all of the insecurity and all of the doubt. And I would just think about how hard it was for me to just believe in myself into just doing this. And honestly, it is the best decision that I've ever done. And I honestly motivate and I appraise and I give anybody full credit to do this. It's like, it'll change a life, you know? This would be honestly a motivational way of saying, this is the great part and the great side of social media, is empowerment and motivation, and to help others get where they want to get to, because you don't know yourself what you're capable of doing, what your abilities are, what your strengths are, but you're not gonna know that until you actually make that move. I'm gonna go ahead and leave off everybody here. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I really hoped I did help somebody out today. It honestly truly means that I can help somebody out with the best advice that I have. So I know that everybody's experience is a lot different from mine, but I just dropped the pen. I always have to drop something. If you guys are not subscribed yet, that red button is down below. If you're not following me on social media, my social media is down below as well. Other than that, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and comment down below. I think that's pretty much it. So good night, good morning, have a good, awesome day, and I will see you guys next time.